The children's campus, phase one of this, we have to do right off the bat is build this concrete wall or this block wall all the way around the outside of the property, from that corner over there all the way around. And I want to continue it on to our existing facility. Then we got to build this meandering pathway, community pathway around the outside out of concrete as well. And of course the landscaping. And then the phase 1.1, I'm going to take this section, this entryway right here, and just build this. Unless we fund out the whole thing, I want to use this as our fundraising center, multi-purpose area, and then the first pod. So, but overall, we have 165 different houses for individual families in this facility.
So how could 3D printing help with all of this?
Oh, well, the buildings themselves are all standardized, basically. So we could set up and print the entire thing. The buildings, all the buildings, the multi-purpose buildings, everything could be 3D printed all the way throughout and over, just repetitive. I've got 3 different types of units here, an A, a B, and a C, but it's just repetition. And I'd like to do, and it's all single story, so I would love to do the interior, exterior walls, the whole 9 yards, just set up and just print out each building as we go through. Now, I don't know how much of the material that we have on site that can be used on site for sustainability, but if we did, I would like to see that happen.
So typically, I really got to explain so much to people. Why did you just get it? Why'd you just get it?
My background.
Your background?
Yeah, I know this.
So we got to, I mean, when we're talking to somebody, what are we looking for? What's your background that made you just understand that concrete's been around since 200 BC? We just figured out a different way of what?
I was an innovator in insulated concrete forms. I was like one of the
Gotcha.
trendsetters. So I'm the first person that panelized insulated concrete forms, and I shipped them to Japan, complete units, complete houses that they pulled out of containers, pulled out, set up in a day, poured the concrete, put a roof on it, and 3 days later they had a building. So
what do you think 3D printing is going to do to the construction industry? I
think it's going to disrupt it. I think if you can find, I really think it's going to disrupt it. For me, I think it's part of the whole, it's kind of bittersweet, to be honest with you, because it's part of that whole big math that's out there that says that such a percentage of the people in the world who are working today are going to be out of work because of AI and robotics. This is definitely one of those things, because right now you can't get people to work, you can't get laborers, you can't get anybody to show up. They love not to show up. In this situation, you'd have a few people show up and run out the job. And my biggest thing is deliverables. If I started a machine right here and I knew how many feet per day it would lay out, I would be able to tell my customer or my stakeholders or end user, hey, by Thursday we're going to be here. By Friday we'll be done with this. Monday through Friday we'll be done with this. And I could explain to them this is exactly how it's going to go, and not to worry about it. These are the deliverables.
You think you can hit some major goals for WestCare, what you guys want to do?
Yeah, this is big. With San Antonio, we've got the low-income housing in San Antonio that I really want to introduce to this. I want to bring in people to make them experts in this, maybe who have come through our program, to bring them in at this early stage, to make them the subject matter experts and pass that on to other people who are coming to the program. And then also, in doing that, creating the housing. Like, this is 160 some people and their kids that we can house here, and get them off the street. This is amazing.
When are you ready to go to, when are you ready to break ground?
What does it say?
It says there,
I'm behind.
You're behind.
I am.
You think that if you had this technology, you get back on track?
Yeah, this would definitely help me make my day. It really would.
I'll leave you guys with this. That's what MudBots, powered by MudBots, uplifting the human spirit with partners like WestCare.